Good evening, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this car here, not this one over here. This is a 1967 Mercedes 230 SL Pagoda. This car is belonging to a private collection. It's actually up here in our Mercedes garage in Kildare town at the moment. It's actually had, the reason it's here is it has had a restoration done at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare town, and it's been an unbelievable restoration. So the previous owner acquired a car, I think around slap bang in the middle of the recession, actually, if I remember, 2011-ish, maybe something like that. And it's actually been in our workshop since. There's been, I suppose, really back to, I've seen this car as the work has been getting done. It is back to scratch in how it's been started off. Like, this thing was literally, looked like a dinner table at one stage because there was just absolutely nothing left. It was a bare frame. And it's such an unbelievable job, and it's a really beautiful car to look at. Like, to be dead straight, older cars, I don't get the buzz out of them like some people do. I like them, but this is such a pretty car. I love the shape of the rear. Like, even small things like, I love those exhausts that are on them. And like, you don't see that on cars anymore. Like, I mean, everyone's got some sort of, like, that's a beautiful car, that E-Class, but it's got a fake exhaust. Absolutely stunning looking car, but this is the old school stuff. So nice. And I love the way you can see all the way through up to the front. So look at that underneath for a start. This thing is minty mint. I'm just going to move forward and move in to the suspension areas and back out. Same on the other side. Like, look at it. It's like brand spanking new. Like the day it was produced in a factory in Germany in 1967. That is 51 years ago. 51 years ago. Look at that. Yikes. Absolutely perfect. Anyway, let's keep moving. So 230 SL, that is a 2.3. It is an inline 6. I think those cars actually had a top speed of about 125 miles an hour. There's some people actually screaming on the internet right now, I bet, going, oh my god, you don't know your stuff. And you're right, I don't. So I can only tell you what I know, and I can really only tell you about condition. Bright work down here. Absolutely perfect. I haven't got the keys this evening. I'll have them tomorrow. Oh, the chrome is absolutely perfect around through there. This is a lockable filler cap, which was actually a big deal back in 1967 because it was pretty rare. The boot is not easy to open, I'm not going to lie to you, and it's a bit of a two-handed job. No, it's not. I can do it one. Okay. Big lie there. So I'm just afraid to scratch or touch this car. So there should be a spare wheel in there, but that is actually, that's a 51-year-old matte. That's quite a big boot. For that size of car, it's actually really, really, like, that boot's actually about the size of an A-Class up there in terms of the boot. Remember, 51 years ago, and it was a sports car. Boot is closed, I haven't damaged it, happy days. Retractable aerial. This car's got a hard and soft top, so it has black mohair soft top, and it's also got a hard top to go with that as well. Again, some nice chrome work all the way around and into the back. Obviously this is a two-seater car, but look at the condition of that leather area there, even the condition of the carpet along through there. And to be fair, these are 51-year-old seats. So in terms of, it's MB Tex, I think is the name of that interior, something like that, the leather. Super perfect condition. Look at that grab handle along through there. Window winders, handle for opening up. No idea what, oh, it's a lock, okay. All that's fairly functional. Seating adjustments. All perfect. Seats are full leather. Actually, I thought it was half leather when I looked at it first, but they're actually a full leather interior. Center pocket. Like, to be fair, there's lots of stuff here that's on a modern car, but this was like such an exclusive car, I'd say, back in its day. Look at that. Look how tidy and clean everything is. But then again, look, this car has been restored. And let me plug our body shop and one of the guys, Gavin, in our body shop, because he's done a really unreal job on this car. But to be fair, from what I could see, it's more than just a job to him. He actually put a serious effort into doing that. So, and I don't seem to be capable of closing the boot properly. Anyway, there we go. So, what else is going on down here? These tyres are Pirellis. I know there's a name for those tyres, and I don't know. I know there's a white wall, obviously, section along through here. I'd imagine they're pretty period correct. They look actually brand new. I don't know what they're called. There is, can't think of the name. I'm sure somebody's screaming at me right now. I love those stacked kind of style looking headlamps. So maybe they're not quite stacked, but it's such a classical shape. And do you know what I noticed actually on this car? Looking at the front of it, look at that grille, right? And then walk around, and since Mercedes have gotten so much better looking, like, that's a really gorgeous car. Look at it. I presume that is AMG E220, but look at the grille. And then look at the grille on this new CLS. And then look at the grille on the E. And bear all that in mind, and come over and look at this grille. I think they're kind of gone back into trying to emulate these grilles. Very similar. Well, I think it is anyway. Like we were saying, that engine. I've just been trying to be really careful not to damage anything. Wow. 2.3 inline 6. That engine bay is as good as anything in the showroom right now in terms of cleanliness and lack of dirt or dust. This restoration has been done. The car has not been on the road. It will be. The car is, there's a number I think up here, and there's obviously a chassis number over there. It's what's called, what I believe is called a matching numbers car. In terms of condition, that is absolutely sublime. Now, bonnet back down. I actually had to pause the camera there because I'm so paranoid about scratching it. Let's have a look in some more areas underneath, which we've seen already. So minty mint all the way down underneath. Let's get into it. So, open the door. Again, door cards in perfect condition. Wing mirror, all in perfect condition. Seat in perfect condition. I've never sat in one of these cars before. Wow. Right, one thing that you would notice straight away, this seat is so soft. So soft. Yeah, it's cool. Right, what's going on here? So, big revolution. You see the steering wheel, it's so thin. And I presume that's a big kind of horn, probably. I think that radio is correct for the time. The dash is super tidy. Not sure what this is. Ventilation over through there. You can lock the glove box. You know, so you can't get that in a lot of modern cars now anymore. Clock is in through here. Radio, as we saw here. Heating controls up through there. That is a defroster. Right, cool. Lots and lots of dials going on here. Mileage, revolution counter, and then fuel tank. And after that, then oil pressure, and oh my god, I don't know what that is. FW, fuel, oil pressure. I presume it's temperature of some sort. Fahrenheit maybe or something. Okay, so brakes and all that kind of stuff like a modern car. This gearbox. Oh yeah. Okay, right. To be dead straight, I've got about this much movement, and then something happens. Back into neutral. I've got about this much movement, and then something happens. So, like, yes, it feels really precise, but once you actually go to select a gear, it's kind of not. But I presume that's all part of the fun of a car like this. But I quite like that gear knob. Small and quite comfortable to use. Little leather section in through here. All these mats are absolutely spotless in through here. I presume that is a handbrake, which is absolutely about 14,000 miles away from you. So I couldn't even reach that. I have to lean forward to pull it up. But you know what? It's actually a nice place to be. Rear view mirror. And then these sun blinds in through here. And there's actually safety belts on this car. I don't know when safety belts became regulation in a lot of cars. So, anyway, that is at our garage in Kildare town. Privately owned, part of a collection. Super tidy. Guys have done an unbelievable job. Gavin in particular in the body shop, wow. Super job, Gav. In fairness, that is actually unreal. So, car is absolutely like 1967. And I still haven't closed that boot properly, oh my god. Anyway, the car's not for sale or anything like that, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what the car is like and what, because the car, we don't, you know, we don't get cars like this through too much, and I always like to show something different, so hopefully the video is of interest to somebody, and anyone that's kind of familiar with our company, at least it gives you an idea of some of the stuff that our body shop is capable of doing. The car is on display in the garage in Kildare here at the moment in the Mercedes showroom. Thanks for taking time to watch.